You asked for it, you prayed for it, and you got it. So, why does more keep on calling you and low key, you feel bad about not answering? It's because that desire for more often gets mislabeled as being ungrateful, when really it's just your next level calling you forward. And it's about time that you answer the call, but without the guilt and feeling ungrateful. So, let's talk about how to grant yourself full permission to want what's next so that you can finally allow yourself to really be open to receive everything that is meant for you. So, let's really get into it because, friend, you had the big dream, you built it, you brought it to life. It's here now. And according to somebody else's standards, you have everything, but you still feel that pull, that tug, that wanting for something else, something more. Maybe it's something greater in your life. Maybe it is your next chapter. Maybe it's taking your career to the next level. Maybe it's expanding your family. Maybe it is just you finally putting yourself first. But there is a desire that's there and it's calling you, but you kind of feel bad about it. And I talk in more length about the guilt that comes with wanting more and what happens when you try to suppress that desire. It's in the podcast episode 312. So I'll make sure to link it for you down in the description so that you can give it a listen, especially if you want to go deeper into that guilty feeling or explore that ingratitude and realize that that's not what it is. It's just your desire catching a bad rap. Because, friend, you were built for more. You were built for expansion. You were never meant to just be one thing. You were never meant to only have one dream. You are allowed to have as many dreams as you want, as many as your heart desires. And you have this beautiful life to make as many of your dreams come true as possible. There's no cap, there's no limit, except the ones that we put on ourselves. But around here, we love to take the lid off this thing. Once upon a time, I found myself in that space. I had built this beautiful career in leadership in corporate America, and I was really proud of the career that I built. And then at some point during my career, I had the nerve, and I mean the audacity, to want something more, something else. And I low key felt guilty. I felt guilty for wanting more. And, we hear where people will say, oh my goodness, someone would trade lives with you in a moment. And I definitely never want to be ungrateful. And that isn't the case. That wasn't the case. I wasn't being ungrateful for what I had built up until that point. And I realized that it is okay to hold two things at once. You can be grateful for everything that you've built and all that you've accomplished, and also still have room to grow and room to want to explore and expand. And you don't have to feel guilty about that. We were never meant to stay in just one season or one space of life. That's why we get a birthday every year. That's why we get decades of life if we are lucky enough to have them. And with each of those birthdays and each of those decades, it brings a new something special into our life. And we don't have to feel guilty about that. I know that now there's so much focus in on abundance and manifesting, and all of that is amazing because I love it too, okay? And at the same time, abundance isn't just limited to money or finances. Yes, those areas can be abundant, but maybe what you're looking for, or maybe what's next for you, is more about something with more depth, going deeper into an area of your life. Maybe what's next for you is more connection in your life with the people who you love, or maybe you want to expand your friend group, or maybe you're looking for more creativity, or you want to explore and have new adventures. There are so many ways, there's infinite ways that more can show up in your life. So, let me give you a few steps to help you to be open to receive more blessings, more miracles. Because listen, I don't want to leave none behind. I don't know about you. So let's get ready to receive. First things first, instead of feeling guilty, release the guilt and get curious. What do you think that your next season is going to be about for you? What are you looking forward to next? What is the next chapter of your life going to look like? Get curious. Start to explore what that can look like for you. And this is where you ask yourself, what is this pointing me towards? Because it's pointing you somewhere, friend, and it's either this or something better. And next, let's trade that feeling of being ungrateful to actually being grateful, because maybe this is just your sign that it's okay to pause for the cause and just sit in your harvest. How many times have you really just taken in the moment, just placed your hand on your heart, and just really truly soaked in this moment of gratitude for how far you've come, the things that you have gone through to get here to this place, not just the bad things that have built you, but the beautiful moments that have built incredible character and integrity within you. Really, truly sit in your harvest, friend. The best way to combat that ungrateful feeling is to get grateful. So take that pause for the cause and even feel free to write down the things that you're most grateful for, because you deserve to integrate those wins into yourself, because you deserve to celebrate yourself and really acknowledge everything that you've been through to get to this point, because it's truly such a gift within itself. And then next, practice receiving. Now, I know you're like, how do I do that? Well, let's start with being able to receive a compliment. Friend, when somebody pays you a compliment, do you instantly give a compliment back? Does it make you feel uncomfortable to receive a compliment? Because this is your sign to lean in. Again, integrate it, receive it, accept it, say thank you. Mm, 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 mm. Another way to be grateful. So receive that compliment And how about receiving some help? Because, truth be told, you don't have to do it all alone. There is someone in your life who wants to support you. There is someone in your life who you are constantly pouring into. And maybe they're just waiting on a moment to be able to pour into you. So actually be willing to receive some help. It is not a weakness to want or need help. We all need help sometime, okay? So receive the help and without the guilt, without deflecting, without feeling like now you have to be the one to pay them back for them helping you. Allow someone to do something kind for you, to show up for you for once. So practice receiving because you deserve to receive just as much as you pour into everyone else. You deserve to be on the receiving end. And maybe, just maybe, the person who you need to be willing to receive from the most is yourself. Maybe this is your opportunity to practice receiving the same love, care, attention, intention that you pour into everyone that you love and care for. Maybe it's time for you to pour that back into you. Oh, so good. So practice those, friend. Put those into action, okay? And let me go ahead and give you a journal prompt. Where have you been suppressing a desire and calling it gratitude? And what would it look like to honor the desire out loud without apologizing for it? And remember, no shade, no shame, and no judgment. Grant yourself some grace as you journal on this, friend. And then meet me in the comments and tell me, fill me in, okay? Tell me, what is your next level calling you towards next? And what's your next right aligned step? Wanting more is really just calling you to grow. It's calling you to expand. You were made for expansion. And that's why once you achieve the next thing, it brings you to what's next for you. So don't shy away from the call. It's just your growth calling. And friend, that is where living your life actually lives. That is where aliveness truly is. It is in your ability to continue to grow and evolve. So good. So good. I'm sending you great big virtual hugs, friend. And listen, to know me is to know I love myself so much. I don't play about me. And if you hang out with me long enough, you will love yourself so much that you won't play about you either. Okay, friend? Okay, I will meet you in the comments and I'll see you in the next video tomorrow.